Korina time. We're going to get this back up and going quick. Yes, little dude. Hello. All right, we're going to get the Floyd Rose back on this. Did an inspection. I didn't see any issues with it. So. It is not the issue. We're going to move quick on this one. Got a little nastiness on it here and there. Get that all off. We'll get this puppy on pretty quick here. Let me know if you have any questions. This is really for you guys doing these videos. If you guys have any questions on your Floyd Rose, because I know how much of a pain in the ass they are, it's time to ask them. So we'll go ahead and get this mounted. I thought there was an issue with it. Turns out there wasn't. That first one in. Now we got in one, we're gonna pop this puppy in. H Papa Tilabine, Stenrooms MJ. I'm not sure, my man. I'm not sure. I'm bringing mine over to get that RAIDER X treatment. That'd be sick, man. I'm all about it, bro. You know, for a cool guy like you, you can run a cool price. How you doing, Pete? How you doing, Alvin? Oh, Alvin, I'm so sorry. I'm not 100% what it says, and I don't, for some reason, it's not letting me translate, man. If you guys have questions on your Floyd Rose, though, that's really the point of this session. Oh, you know what? I guess I don't really need that on yet. We'll put this on. Pretty bare bones on these guys. Then we'll just pull it into place. That'll make this a little easier and quicker. Come on, you. There we go. You know, I'm just gonna say, another day, another set of strings. I swear. I've done this so many times, though, that we're madman at it. Today we're gonna take it a step further and we're gonna intonate this trem. This is a rather new trem and I didn't take the time to intonate it. And as a workaround, I've been doing sweetened tuning. Camera's a little crooked and shaking. I'm so sorry. Getting the treatment. Doing good, brother. I just got finished putting stuff in my belly. Later I'll be streaming as well on TikTok since I did YouTube earlier today. How's that going, man, on the TikTok? We're thinking about doing that too. Thank you, Ashley. Ashley, the boss. Hey, Space and Toes. We're throwing some new strings on this and going to show you guys how to intonate this. I try to do these kind of live how-to videos on guitar from time to time, so if you have any questions, please ask. Albin, I am so sorry, man. I don't know what language that is in. I don't understand, my friend. I wish I did. All right. At this point, we're ready to get the strings on, though. So let me know if you have questions. That's really what this is about again. I am here to help you with your Floyd Rose drama. So we're gonna pop these through the tuners. We've got some old school twisty type up here. There we go. Get that all the way through. Pull it nice and snug. Twist her around, because these actually tighten by turning them down. We're going to set it about right there. Alignment with the nut is key. I'm going to try and go quick on this. I give you the secret to the secret sauce. I have a trick where you can stream without having 1,000 followers. I don't have 1,000 yet, and I started streaming when I had 23. Really? Yeah, dude. I would love to know what that is. I guess I didn't even realize that was a thing. That's how little I know about it, to be honest. Yeah, man. I'd be all about that. There we go. Okay, you just want to pull these through. If you don't have this type of tuner, you would just pull it through normally. Just let them chill down here. So what we're going to do is cut these at the exact length that we need and then put them into the saddles. Okay, wait. Where TF are you pulling the strings from? Oh, sorry, I've got a string box, a 25 pack from D'Addario. I break strings more than anyone. And I'd say honestly, most of my customers run 10. Most people I do guitar work for around here run 10s. So I end up using the 9s for me a lot. But yeah, if you're, look, I think it's a great deal to get the 25 pack. It's worth it. It's cheaper. I think it's like $100, right around $100. This is the XL 120s. Now you can they just pull right out. Super nice. Yeah. You have got an acoustic guitar signed by Charlie Daniels. How much do you think it would go for? I don't know, dude. Doesn't he play the fiddle? I don't know, dude. Good question. You could ask the devil that went down to Georgia. Let me know if you guys have any questions on Floyd Rose. Again, we're putting the strings through the headstock here, through the tuners. Tightening these. These actually do a curve tighten. Pulling that through. Now we're going to be on the last one. Oh yeah? So you can get those in different sizes. Hey man, I'm ordering a Jackson JS32 Rhodes tomorrow. How long does the tuning usually hold on your Jackson licensed Floyd Rose? It'll hold really well. It'll hold really well. What it's really going to boil down to is how much you beat the crap out of that tremolo. How much are you going to use it? If you're going to be going full Van Halen and, going crazy, which is, that's what I would do with it. So more, go for it. It's going to wear out a little quicker. A lot quicker. Can
you put this on me?
Nope, we're not putting that on you. Want to say hi?
Why, Dad?
You want to say hi? You should ask Bro to put that on you. She's trying to put on a dragon costume. Silly little thing. Hey, I mean, look, it doesn't, your tuning will last for a long time. It really just depends how long you're going to use that trem, because eventually what's going to happen is these posts, which are not the really nice hardened metal, and the base plate of your trem itself, which is not going to be the really nice hardened metal, it's just going to start to wear on itself, and what'll happen is you'll get little grooves on it, and this thing will actually just kind of shift in the grooves, right? If you can imagine that it's based on the tension, so it'll kind of find those grooves and notch into them, and so you'll be playing, all of a sudden it'll be like out of tune. You'll have to kind of kick it back into the groove. That was my experience, anyways, when I had a licensed trem. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and get these on now. Those are all looking good. Put those right here. I'll pull these down. Okay, let me know if you guys have any questions. Andrew, that looks hard. It's not that hard. It's really not. More like Metallica. Yeah. The low pro edge on my Ibanez has taken a beat and it still stays in tune. I got the guitar in like 2003. Well, there you go, man. I mean, that's just it. You know, there's probably a lot of factors that go into it besides just beating the crap out of it. You might have one of those ones that's got a nice plate, but the saddles are not the hardened steel. So what I did right there is I cut the string right on top of the fine tuner. Now we're going to go ahead and, actually I need my little kit. Little tool kits like this are super handy. They're a dime a dozen. This one's from StewMac. I think I got it free when I bought some stuff. The bass is very cheap. Should I worry? No, man, I wouldn't worry about a cheap bass. I like my bass, though. Is that a lefty? This is not a lefty, but I'm doing the camera this way so that I can see the chat. And therefore, unfortunately, everything turns around, I think, is the dilemma that's going on. If someone knows a setting to change that, please let me know. As far as I'm aware, though, there isn't one. So we're going to go ahead and get these all just kind of finger tight at the moment. Again, I'm going to cut this right at the fine tuner. And we're going to get this in there. Do a double dip. Just make sure the distance is right for the depth. Ah, yes, this A1. Oops. A little off. I gotta make sure this one is perfectly on center, because this is my problem child string I need to take very good care of. Get the D going. So once we get these on, I'll show you guys a shortcut to get it up to tune. I think you're gonna really like my tip. You really just need something that's the proper clearance for the body and the trem itself here, like this black guy I've got, this trem block. This works really good right here to do just that. Third-party app, but you will lose the chat feature. I don't know why YouTube started doing this. Oh, yeah, it is. You know, I was watching some other ones, and I noticed all of a sudden everything was backwards, and I was like, huh. And I just thought to myself, well, maybe he's got his camera backwards, but I guess not. How much is this guitar? I think it really, you know, just market value, man. You know, a few grand. This one's beat up a lot, so probably not as much. But to me, this one's priceless, because this is my number one, guys. This is my favorite Korina. And I'll tell you the story. I found it down in Florida. I didn't have enough money to buy it. And I convinced the dealer to take 3 payments of $500 over basically, like, you know, I don't know, 6 weeks or something. Whatever 3 pay week cycles would be. And he agreed. And so I slowly paid for it. $1,500. Okay. This thing was mint when I got it. So that was in 2003, 2004. It's right after me and my wife hooked up. So yeah, 2000, I think it was 2004. But anyways, Ooh, this one wants to be annoying. Hold on. Okay, these are super handy Floyd Rose tools while you're working on the trim. This little guy right here will come inside your blocks here. And basically what you can do is pop it out a little bit. This one is super tight, I'm noticing. I'm going to try actually push it down from the back side. We'll try to back this screw off even more here. Not sure why it wants to be so feisty with me. Okay, we'll let that drop down. There we go. There. So basically what this does is just lets me get the block nice and square within the saddle. So now I know it's nice and flush. It's in exactly the square position it needs to be in. Now we can go ahead and get this. If you hear all the yelling in the background, that is my son playing virtual reality games right now, going crazy over there.
Just play defense, guys. Just play defense. Just play defense.
Package.
And then we got you floating around, don't we?
Package.
I don't need a package right now, but thank you, honey. You can set it down right over there for me, okay?
Broken package.
Oh no, that's all right.
It's something broken.
Just like these guitar strings were, right? All right, so check it out. The idea here is we've got these all at a similar tension now, especially being in the nut slot and down there. Speed's a little longer, but it's because it had a little warping from being in there. Ooh, that's nice. You should play it.
No work though.
I see it. I see it. It is a little broken, isn't it? So now what we're going to do is tighten these all the way in. You pulled it out of your toy. Why'd you do that? So my little daughter here broke her toy, unfortunately.
Now work.
Hmm.
No.
Oh, I see. You really took that apart, didn't you? So she's got a little wooden instrument she's completely taken apart.
I got the ball.
Anyways,
Dad, this part was forever.
Your brother did it, huh? Convenient. Her brother did it. How about that? I found a 25-pack, 120. I had no clue. Hey, you bet, man. Enjoy it. Hey, Travel Lions, how's it going? Hey, Pete, have a good one, bro. 2XW, would you like to play Nirvana, please? I don't know that I'm going to get to any guitar playing on this session. Might be kind of cool to do some heavy metal Nirvana. All right, so after the initial tightening, now I went ahead and did a nice hand tightening on these. We're going to leave this right here again. And now we're going to get these, we're going to get the points where the strings meet the trem and the nut lubricated.
I don't know, they might get come down.
Now this is really important if you're a heavy metal dude like me, because anything you can do down here to make these spots last longer, where you're going to just be slamming your fist down and palm muting, it's going to help you out a ton, okay? So what you want to do is just get, you know, like some kind of PFTE. This one is called Tune It from Music Nomad. You know, I think they're all kind of the same. If we got any like scientists out there on the channel, just validate that for me, because I feel like a lot of them are just the same. All right, two more. It's so tedious doing this, and I don't want to get it on the string.
How does he take the ball?
One more. So you just want to get this on the saddle, okay? Right where the string sits. Now I'm just going to kind of smear it around on them. Just a thin coat, okay? Just think about anything that's mechanical and metal like this, you know, like you want it to just have a little bit of lubricant there, prevent just premature wear, more or less. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing on the nut really quickly. Time to go on a field trip. Do I work in a guitar shop? Sort of. I actually run this guitar shop, so yeah, you could say that.
You can just be goalkeeper if you want.
It's just a side gig though, just something I do on the side. You know, I've got some oops, damn, that was a lot. I've got some musicians in the area that I do work for, and then you know, some random people here and there. All right, so that's enough. What we're gonna do is just get this all over the nut. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you should be able to. Get my face out of it. I want to see that up close. I'm just gonna go over this whole thing. I know some people tell me this is overkill, but I'll tell you what, this has prevented my high strings basically from breaking, 100%. I would get so many breaks right up here from bending, and I am swearing by this. It has helped a ton. And it just, the other thing that I do is I get it inside these grooves for the screws, for the fine tuner, or not, or for the locking, the locking plates, whatever, you know, that part. And the reason for that is because these will dry out, and as you turn them, like eventually you're going to have to bring the pitch up on probably your high E and your B string. You're just going to have to eventually. And when you go to do that, if this has been dry and sitting for a while, what's going to happen is that the string or the screw inside there, when you go to turn it, it's going to actually kind of chafe with the metal. And when that happens, it could potentially break the string, your other string. So that was that. We're going to go ahead and set these back in here.
We won't score.
And then we'll get this guy going. I'll just leave this right here for a second while we do this part. You kind of see how I do this. I want to make sure it gets under the ball. And I want to make sure that it's coiled up correctly around the post. Very loose right now. I just want to get them all to the same tension. Not trying to tune it yet. Okay? We're just trying to get these on, coiled on. Oops. There we go. All right. Then just kind of pop that ball end up just a little bit as you come around. Let it naturally pop up. Do not put pressure on it. Be extremely careful with these ones. They will break. They will break up here if you pull too hard against the tuning head. Okay. Okay. So we got this at an out of tune state. Gonna go ahead and put these on. I always double check them just to make sure they're in the right direction as far as which string is under which side of the cover. And you don't want to crisscross it. You want to make sure you keep it consistent, because once you do that one time, you're going to screw up this puppy's ability to lock correctly. It'll still lock, but what you're going to have happen is the phenomena. You'll get the phenomena of, oh man, I just locked it, and that one went down, and this one went up. Yeah, just think about it for a minute. If you reversed the thread on these, okay, as you push it down, you're creating an uneven surface with the string against an uneven surface it's like the opposite of it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to just flatten out to normal. So right here, we just want to do these finger tight. Push these down right here like this, and just get it to where it's just not going to resist anymore. Not tight, just enough so you can still move it around, okay? All right, we're going to come back here. I'll check out the chat now, sorry. You work in a guitar shop. Hey, what's up, Millie Maple? Not a guitar player. Do you have any tips for getting enough subs for streaming? Yes. My tip to you is going to be to make YouTube shorts. That helped me a lot when we first started to try and get subscribers. And I I think that there's apps and software you can get to get around those requirements. So look into that as well. Okay. We don't need this. We're not going to need this anymore. It's very important to get the shop cleaned up as you move along. Okay?
Let's go! GG's, bro. Oh my gosh. That was so hard.
Somebody scored big over there, I guess.
I need to take my sweater off, bro. I need to take my sweater off. I'm actually sweating.
Okay. Thanks, gotta go. Yeah. See you around, bro. Okay. So these are all about a similar tension.
I'm back. I'm back.
All right, for those of you sticking around, this is the best part of the show.
Take my sweater off.
This is where I'm going to show you the magic way to get these puppies tuned up.
They scored, bro.
Now, this probably is not a secret, but I just don't know enough people that do this type of stuff to know all the different methods, I guess. And so this is the method that I kind of,
No.
I don't want to say developed, but how about I discovered it, okay? For all I know, it's been done this way for a long time. I'm also just going to touch up my hollow points here. They need to all be at the same distance right now because I've got the uniformity on this. And we're going to actually intonate this as well once we get it tuned up. So this is going to be a little bit of a process. We're going to use the blitz method. Okay. If you're curious what that is, that's this. We're going to bomb it, we're going to loosen it, we're going to intonate, we're going to tighten, and then we're going to zero it out.
That was such a good save. That was
How fun. Okay. Now,
Lucky, bro.
whoops, let's not do that. So here's the deal, right?
Just hit it.
This guy right here is creating about 2 to 2.5 steps of variance between where this trem should be and where it would be flush with the body in terms of measuring the tonality of the strings, okay? And so what we're going to do right now is we're actually going to tune this guitar to 2 to 2.5 steps down from there, okay? Hey, Alan. Hey, Dom, how you doing, man? It's good to see you, bro. It's good to see you, brother. That guitar is gorgeous. Greetings from Brazil. Hey, Alan. Hey, Ashley. Okay. So the idea is we're going to actually tune this down. So if we're in E, we're going to tune this to about a C sharp.
You might be cool. You might be cool.
It's going to be about right
Dad.
there. Want to say hi? And if you can see the tuner there,
No, I'm just a princess. That's how.
4 days.
it's a strobo foot pedal. We're going to do the same with this guy. This is A. So we're going to come down to around an E.
Dad, for me.
He's outside, it's
I'm
okay.
gonna try to do my crust.
So A, G, F, one around an E. In between E and F, I'd say. Okay, the D. Gonna bring that down to a B-ish. Are you in a music store? I also work in a music store here in Brazil. Sorta.
Bro!
This is a repair shop, not really a music store.
Bro, stop it.
So the D string, we want to get down to around a B-ish. Right around there, I'd say. Okay. G string, do a little coil tightening. It's good. You want your coils to tighten. This should be around D sharp. Okay, the B. Say around a G. And then finally the E needs to be around a C sharp. Let's double check this. C sharp. A needed to be around E. D. It's a little hard to be there. There we go. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and pull the block. Someone's got to keep in line. All right, gotta go. Hey, come on now, Ashley. You're killing me. All right, now we're going to pull that, and this is going to damn near stabilize right where I want it. Would you see a bug? Oh my gosh, it's okay. It's okay. Did he scare you? Maybe. Hold on a second. A ladybug? Oh man. Let's see. Let me get him quick. He won't hurt you, okay? We got him. It's okay. Just a little bug scared the crap out of her. Oh my gosh. All right. Sorry. Back to the explanation here. So once we've got this set up, see, all I did was drop that, and look how flush it is right out of the gate. Okay? Now we're going to go over the tuning quick. Let's do this really quick. See where we're at. F, a little high. A's almost right on the money. D's a little flat. G's almost right on the money. B's a little flat. E's about a step flat. Let's get that up right away. Because that one's way off. And then this F we should actually bring down right away too. Okay. Back off that tip a bit. We'll have to reset the hollow points, but that's okay. We're doing tuning anyways, and they needed to be zeroed out.
Dad, can you please? Dad, I want to have the balloons that come to here.
Oh, well, we're not going to do that right now, darling. Let's go ahead and get these up. You're not going to do that right now, silly.
No, I want to do it.
B. G.
I really want to do it though. It'll be
D.
super fun for
Come on,
me.
D. There we go. A is almost right on the money still. Excellent. E, a little flat. Okay, now we're just going to have to go through the Floyd process. Okay, it's a few millimeters down. Not much, just a hair. Hey, can you go upstairs? So what we're going to do is just get these all to spec.
Dad, where's the charger? Oh, here's one. Which place do I put it in?
Hey, you should go upstairs and do that. Because that's going to make
Ah! There's another bug! I'm going up. There's another bug!
It's okay, honey. Go get mama. Oh, man. The ladybugs are freaking my little girl out. It was a ladybug, buddy. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Actually, I'm not sorry. That's just life here. All right. Mama's upstairs, though. Don't worry. We had a little coil tighten come out of the blue. Offset the balance. A lot. Wow. You know, if you guys have any questions, just getting to the end of this. We're gonna get into the intonation, the fun part. There we go. Okay. That is looking pretty darn flat. I know Tristan can get out of line so easily. He's 6 foot taller times. Can't wait to see you guys again. So hopefully this summer. Hey, come on now. All right. So what we're gonna do now is get these strings stretched out. So the way I like to do this is just go down each fret basically like this, doing a pushing and pulling action with my 2 thumbs and my index fingers. Just kind of using as a pivot. Go up and down, bring it back to pitch. This is very critical. If you don't do this, your Floyds are never going to be tuned correctly. All right, do it on the A. This will prevent 90% of your tuning issues. Just give it a good little pull. You know, what you want to simulate is bending the string, okay? Give it some good bends. Don't be afraid. Just do it. Okay, D. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Moving through this. Little Floyd Rose string change. And if you're just joining now, we just got done with the trem block trick. If you'd like to know what that is, just ask in the chat. But I use a trem block to kind of get the tuning stabilized really quickly without having to fight the string tension. I'm going to go ahead and do this on the D, or I'm sorry, the G. This one I like to put a lot of push on. It's a tough string. But I noticed the G string stretches really good compared to the other ones. Do the B. I've got to go a little slower on these. These ones kind of hurt. String's getting pretty thin. This is 12, 13 for my B. I don't honestly know off the top of my head. I'd have to look. Oh, I can't see it from here. This also prevents tuning issues on regular guitars. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I mean, look, you're absolutely right. You should do it on any guitar. But I guess my point with that is just these Floyd Roses are so finicky. Like, it's, you know, you might be able to get away with it on, you know, maybe an acoustic that you're just doing some chords on. You know, you're just playing chords, not doing any lead or anything. You know, just playing those cowboy chords. Maybe you can get away with that. But, yeah, for sure, just about any guitar is going to need the strings to be stretched out. Absolutely. 100%. Okay. We're going to do that one more time on my high E, because it's definitely my problem string, just because I play so much lead. Get some good bends on it. Didn't take as much as I'd hoped, but that's all right. Should be getting nice and tight now. These are all just about where I want them to be. Okay. Now comes the fun part. Put this up a little bit. Okay. So believe it or not, gravity will screw up the tuning. Gravity's, 9.8 pounds per square foot or whatever, pulling down on your trem and your strings. So if you actually tune it like that and lock it up, and then you pick it up like this, guess what? You're gonna be out of tune. No joke. All right, so bring this up just a little bit. I think a lot of people overlook that on these Floyds. So we want this to just be rolling up a hair. I like to play just a few cents above I play with backing tracks, and I feel like it just sounds a little bit better rather than trying to fight for the perfect tune with these puppies. So I do use my whammy bar quite a bit. Sound pretty good. Sounds really good. See where it's at now. Of course, got a little variation from just giving it a little go.
No! No! Why did I just play it? Oh my gosh.
So I did, inadvertently, one time in the past, mix up my lockers on this, on my low ones. So I do have that phenomena I was telling you about earlier. What'll happen is my E will actually drop a few cents and my A will rise up a few cents typically, or remain neutral. It's really a pain in the ass. I'm meaning to get a new nut. Test on Van Halen songs. All right, there's a little test. Damn, that's good. Thanks, dude. High Down Under classic. Thanks, Gustavo. Whoops. And it just keeps going, right? What's the hardest Megadeth song to play, in my opinion? Well, I don't know them all. Of all the ones I can play, I'd have to say, like, Hangar 18 is always a battle, but that's because there's so many solos, and I play all the solos. But as far as singing, man, I feel like Architecture of Aggression is really hard to sing and play, right? And so is Take No Prisoners. I mean, I can do them. I'm better at Take No Prisoners than Architecture of Aggression. And it's not like they're that like if you're not singing, it's not like they're that difficult to play. But when you try to sing and play them, it becomes really complicated, in my opinion. So, Todix, how are you doing, man? Good to hear ya. All right, so at this point, this is feeling pretty good. Let's just double check this. These are just down a hair. I gotta be careful though, because I know it's gonna come up a little bit. Come on. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. There's a little bit. All right. We're going to lock from top to bottom. And then a lot of people call the high end the bottom. I get it. It's an up and down thing. But for me, like when I'm talking about the bottom and the top, I'm talking about the low end of the guitar versus the high end of the guitar in terms of tonal register. Okay. Oh. Just went flying right out of my hand. Not too tight. Tight enough. You sound like John Petrucci when you talk. I don't know if that's good or bad. All right, so the A's down, the E went up. G's a little low, B's flaming hot. Let's start with this one. Megadeth, I'm thinking on learning Hanger 18. Currently, I'm with 1. Yeah, dude. Hanger 18 is tough, Todix. I would say just learn all the rhythms first, because then you can at least play the song, right? Then play along with the album, and you got to get those solos in your head. And then once you got them in your head, try working on them. Let's see what that does. Let's get just a little bit of downward action. It's pretty close. I think this is going to be good enough for what we need to do next. G's a hair off. Okay, the G's actually a little bit significant, so let's pull that up. All right. Could I please have that guitar? I'm sorry, Steve, you cannot. Todix, that's what I do. Yeah, good, man. That's the way to do it. Scar tissue intro. I don't know that. It's pretty easy for me to know already the solos. I like it that much that I memorize them. There you go. Yeah, they're great, man. Sing them. Sing it when you play it. How much does a guitar cost in the USA? I'm from Europe. Here is expensive as hell. Yeah, this is a few grand for one of these. If you wanted one new, it's probably a lot more than that. What's your guys' top 3 fave Megadeth songs? Oh, geez, man, that's tough. That is tough. E's looking good. A's a little low. Okay, those are both good. B's a little hot. You can kind of push on it right here, behind the nut, if it doesn't feel like it's moving. So I like to just do that, let it catch itself, okay? Just let it catch itself. Happy little guitar strings getting tuned. Scar tissue intro. I'm not sure what that is, E. Sorry. Wanderlust, The Killing Hand, and Anger Again for me. Killing Road, Laugh My Ass Off. And yours? Killing Road, that's a pretty good one. My 3 favorite Megadeth songs. I'm going to say Set the World Afire, for sure. That's probably my most favorite. In My Darkest Hour, definitely probably 2 or 3. And then I'm gonna have to, man, I don't know. Maybe Wake Up Dead. Maybe Wake Up Dead. It's hard to pick. It's hard to pick. It's really hard to pick, man. I'd say I like a lot of them. All right. So now comes the not very fun part of this. And that's, what we're gonna do here is the hollow point blitz method to get the intonation set on these. And it's a little bit of a pain in the ass, but it shouldn't be too bad using the right approach here. So you need to bomb the trem. I'll just read it to you guys. You got to bomb the trem to relieve string tension and allow easy access to the hollow point. While holding the bar down, loosen the saddle mounting screw. So here's where it gets a little crazy. Then we're going to rotate. First thing we're going to do is double check that size. Careful. Time you do that, I try to be kind of careful. There we go. decided I'm actually going to use this one instead because I'm probably going to need a little bit of tension on this. So what we're going to do is, basically we're going to unloosen the saddle and move these with this hollow point right here to where it needs to be and get it set. And then we will be good to go here. So we actually do want to undo the lockers again. I know, it's all right. Some people might do that with it on. I'm going to trust in the process here. Again, get these where they're down, they're holding the string down, but they're not tight, okay? You can still turn the string a little bit. Let me know if you have any questions on this. All right, man, I can't wait to hear. Let's go. Tornado Souls was my first music eargasm when I was 18. Nice. You should learn to play Head Crusher from the album Endgame. It's killer. Yeah, I do like that song. I like Symphony too, but I'd rather sing it than play it. It's fun to sing. It is a good one. Crusher. Oh, Head Crusher. I knew you said Crusher. Listen to Dream Theater at Not a Guitar Player. I have, but not a full song there, okay. Metropolis Part 2 is really cool. Hey, Depressive Black Metal, official channel. Comes the fun part. So let's get this right on the money. Come on. That'll have to do. So if you can follow this right here. Open is a little high compared to this. So I believe what we want to do, let's bring it down, try to get it right on the money. Let's actually increase the string length. Let's push this a little. Oh, come on. Good news is, once you get this set, you should be really good on your intonation on these for a while. This is a newer trem. So I think I actually need to push it forward here. All right, let's go ahead and give it hell. So what we're gonna do is bring this down. Need to undo this little bugger here. And on this one, don't really have a lot of room for this to come. So we're gonna pull this out. And we're gonna switch it to the front. We got her out, moving it to the front. And we'll slide this forward just a little bit. We're starting from neutral on the trem, straight from the factory. And so it just needed a little bit. And what I'd like to do is, now that we've got this loose, you can kind of see the hollow point in action here. So as I turn this little thumb screw, it actually pushes the saddle, which is really cool. What's kind of neat about this is I can turn it right back to where it was without having the tension on it. Reduce the atoms. Yeah. What the fuck, actually might have a point with that. Metropolis Part 1 for me is like the Blackwater Park from Opeth. Too good to listen to it. Find a man that touches you like this man touches the guitar. What the fuck? Yeah, says Ashley. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? All right. So we're gonna push this up a little. Just like that. We'll go like, I don't know, a couple millimeters, okay? Then we're gonna tighten the set screw and we will test where we're at. Gently let it back up. Okay, we're not trying to go crazy. Get this back up here. So it's still going. I need to do a little bit more. That's almost dead. So coming down here. Let's try it again. Just undo this puppy. Get in there. Turn this a little. Try going about right there. Oh shoot, I see one thing I was doing wrong. Let me fix that really quick. And that is to get my sets down. You do want to have these zeroed in for this part. Now went in very nice. That's what you want. The hollow points create a cavity for the fine tuners.
Guys, put those right there.
I love this chat. Yeah, man, let me know if you guys have questions. I don't have a guitar, but always love the sound of it. I am glad I found this channel. This is so entertaining to watch. Hey, you bet, man. Do you have to work on your other guitar or no? Sick V guitar. Thanks, Shredlord. I'm glad you like it, my friend. You know,
Guys, they're already inches.
do I have to work on my other V?
They're already inches.
I mean, I do, but I don't have, you know, Ash Slay, you know I don't have the stuff for it yet. I gotta get some hardware for my other V. My Project V. We're almost there. I think this is gonna be good, actually. Well, it's definitely still coming down a little. It's kind of up and down there. There's that coming back a littleness.
No. Oh. Oh.
sure these are all up. Give it a hard strum. I think that's good. All right, you got the E. We'll move on to the A. Let me know if you have any questions. And make sure you check out the channel, guys, if you want to see me rock out. We do a lot of cool live shows on here and fun jam sessions. Most of them are under the live tab. Let's check out the A string. A's super high now. Clever little girl. That one's actually not too bad. Which makes sense. I do have the original V, or the original trem from this to kind of reference. I didn't want to just blanket put them in the same spots. So this is going sharp just a hair. Okay. It just needs a hair of tightness. So what we're going to do is, we're on the A string now. We'll loosen this up. Unfortunately, it's not going to go anywhere besides backwards because it's flush against the screw. So I'm going to need to bump her up a hair so I get to the spot I want this in. If you have a Floyd Rose, this is your worst nightmare. Having to do your intonation, right? You know, I like to just get it done, be done with it. Okay, so I'm gonna come up a little bit. Maybe like a couple one or two, maybe 3/64 of an inch. Yeah, we're gonna tighten that bad boy up. Okay, come back, careful. Let's get everything tuned again. It's a pain in the ass, I know, but just trust me. This is a system. It wants to work together. So the A is a little low. So we inadvertently pulled that D down. There we go. Let that stabilize for a second. A little sharp. So is the 12th. So I'm feeling good about that. Okay. D. Let's double check that. That should do it. We're going to work on the D now. The D is good, it looks like. Makes sense. This is the old one, so I'm kind of using it as a reference. And the D is still in the pretty much neutral position where it would come from the factory. So I think that makes a lot of sense. And that's honestly great news. So let's do our good friend, the G string. We're going to try to get as perfectly in tune as we can to test the intonation. The strobes are really good for that because you can really watch those puppies move around.
I'm sorry, Doctor. Did you just say that? Did you just say shut up? Did you just say shut up? Did you say shut up?
That looks honestly really good.
Did you?
Excuse me.
Mini games killed Bob. That's so bad.
It's very surprising. Huh. All right. Let's check out the B string. You guys have any questions? Hey, Jesus. Greetings from Buenos Aires. Oh, want to get this pretty close as I can. Okay. That one is looking
What?
pretty good as well.
Why are these down here?
Your sister had them out, buddy. I don't know.
Where did they come from?
They're on that shelf there. I don't know what she's doing. She's trying to take over the world as a dinosaur, I guess.
So she was gonna put them back.
Yeah.
I'm not cool.
Let me know if you guys have any questions out there.
Have a snack.
Mom's upstairs. If you want food, man.
Have a snack.
I don't care, but you know, she might be trying to make you something. Go see what's going on. He's like, no, I'm gonna eat chips. Go get your Ruffles, man. All right. So these are all looking pretty good too, surprisingly. You know, they're all just slightly staggered, kind of like this. So I guess we're good. So basically what you want to do is undo the lockers, bomb the trem down, loosen this little nut, okay? Intonate by turning this guy, tighten it back up, bring it back up, zero out the box. Go ahead and zero these all out now. And we want to make sure these are in the right spot. You can do a good visual confirmation from the side here. These do turn independent of the screw that is holding them in. The purpose of that is because the fine tuner sits inside this cavity, basically like a C. Let me just get how straight that really is. It's pretty darn straight. Let me just make sure these all go in nice. There we go. So the real challenge is just a little bit of the variation in distance now created. So you can feel it. You'll turn them. If they don't sit, just move it a little bit until it wants to sit. There we go. Went right in. I'll give you an example of what this looks like in just a second here. Okay, good. These are all in nicely without pushing on the sidewalls. Okay, so let me show you really quick. This is sitting in there, and the fine tuner has to go right into this slot. So if it's too far ahead, too far back, the screw is going to be hitting right there or rubbing and start to misthread itself. So every time you use these, you have to get them back into the correct position. It's imperative. Otherwise, you're going to screw it up. All right, we are ready to get this back in tune and test it out. Everything's looking really good. Should be nice and intonated with my new trem I've had for a little bit. We'll go over these again. Let's go ahead and do the first lock, see where we're at. Probably going to have to unlock and lock one more time on a few of these. Most likely my low one. We will find out. If you guys have any questions on your Floyd Rose, please let me know. What do the fine tuners even do? So the fine tuners replace these. So after you lock this, you don't want to turn these anymore. If you turn these, you're going to either loosen the crap out of this between this distance and right here, or you're going to actually break the string right there. And so what you do instead is there's fine tuners right here that you can turn, and they push the saddles up and down a little bit to increase the tension, which slightly elevates the tuning or decreases the tuning. So I've got a high E, low A, low D, low G, B and E. E could be a hair higher. Let's stabilize this one first. So I know the E wants to come down. If I do that, I feel like it might be enough. I brought it down a few degrees. Okay, so now you can just touch it with your fine tuner. That's looking really good. D and G are both down just a hair. Before I do anything, I just wanted to do that. Make sure I have good tension on it. Okay. D's almost there, a little bit higher. Perfect. G in the money there. B's looking good. The E is almost there. I know I'm gonna have to redo it anyway, so let's just take it out. There we go, that sounds so nice. Doesn't that sound nice? Not too bad, huh? Let's see. Let's make sure it works. Nice, sounding good. Not too bad, huh? Sounds good. All right. Now when you're all said and done, final thing is get this puppy all nice and cleaned up. Go ahead and put away all our gear. Put our fine tuner back. Awesome thing about these Jacksons is, or not our fine tuner, our Allen wrenches, is you can actually put them right here behind the headstock in this cool little spot. Most of them have them. If they don't, it's a really cheap upgrade that is super nice. You want to have those handy for these, as you saw. Let me just get this stuff put away quick, guys. You want to keep your shop clean. This is how you stay performant. All right, back on this puppy for a minute. Just do a really quick clean. That's gonna be a wrap on this. If you guys have any last minute questions here, I'm probably gonna wrap this up pretty quick here. I will show you my other guitar that I'm gonna be working on. Maybe later tonight I might work on it. Otherwise I'm gonna play guitar. I don't know yet. I got a little ways to go on my other project. Oops. If you were here the other day, it's the Gibson that I'm working on. This is pretty much all clean already. We're just really kind of touching it up. Now where it's not very clean yet is here on the sides though. So I just like to do a couple sprays like that on this one. I don't normally do that, but on this guitar, it's okay. This one's mine. Oops, I beat the crap out of it. It's all right. Gonna use that same wet part, just go over the neck. Make sure this is nice, taken care of. All right, let's get this down. We'll go ahead and get these puppies pretty up here. Okay, now recheck tuning. Yeah, I did already. It should be good. I'm not too worried about it. If there's any fine tuning needs to happen, I'll take care of it. Like from the diving, is that what you mean? Or it probably is a little, it could be a little off. We can check quick. Just for you, we'll check. Okay, get this nice and clean. Because you're not gonna touch it again. And I also like to get my tuners nice and clean because hopefully you're not gonna touch these for a while either. So make them nice and sparkly, okay? It only takes a second. Just don't turn them when you do it. Just be really gentle, okay? Nice and sparkly. Same with this guy. Just try to, just the top. Just give it a little polish. Let it shine. They like to shine. Be careful. There we go. Looks great. Okay. Let's recheck the tuning for Mr. Vasquez. Hold on. Okay. Happy little tuners. They are. So, looks like E went down a hair. Fine tuner for the win. A's looking pretty good. I'll get just a touch. D's going up slightly. G's rolling down a hair. There we go. B's looking actually maybe a little sharp, but that's all right. Cool. Put that down. I'll give you guys a close-up if you want to see it quick. There it is. This is number one. It's my Korina. Love this guitar. It's an amazing axe. It's been through a lot. Got a lot of dings. A lot of chips. It's got some serious rash going on right there from my wedding ring. Mother of pearl. Stainless steel jumbos. And you got some classic old school 90s, 2000s era tuners on here that you're supposed to screw down, but I always just do it finger tight because that seems really silly. But yeah. An absolute classic. All right. So at the end here, we'll do a bonus for all you folks sticking around. One little bonus at the end. Put this here. Plug this guy. You go grab the project. What kind of American would I be if I didn't have two of these, right? Come on now. All right. Here's the Korina. Another one. Yes. It's the exact same guitar. However, no pickups and trem's going. I don't like it. So, I need to get some new hardware for it, which is pricey. But we're going to do that. And I'll show you guys. But this one's really cool. Let me just show you the finish on this puppy. Very, very similar to the other one. It's got really cool dark in it though, which my other one does not. Some really cool dark in the grain, which I thought was pretty neat. But otherwise, they're pretty similar. Let's just put them next to each other. There we are. My Korina twins. Hey Ethan, how you doing, man? Just showing, we just got done with my number one, and this is my project I've got going over here. Korina, I love it. All right. Appreciate you stopping by. It's Korina Vasquez, or if I'm butchering that, just tell me. It looks like Vasquez or something. But I'm thinking we're gonna go something unique on this. Not sure what. But anyways, I really appreciate y'all stopping by. We've been going at this for about an hour and a half almost. But check back later. Hopefully we'll do some music later. Or at the minimum, I'll be doing some stuff. And we'll be having some more fun. So you guys all have a great Sunday. See you around. RAIDER out.